Find out what's going on. Get involved. Change things from the inside. Make a difference. Take pride. Multicultural at its best. The Luisa Marshall Show. Coming up.
Today, all new Simply the Best Season 6. Get inspired. Raamayan Ananda's deep emotional connection with the king of pop drove him to his passion and made his dream come true. His new book, Man Behind the Mirror, explores Michael Jackson's message to the world, the hidden messages behind his life, music, dance, and connections with his inner child.
The reason this book is called Man Behind the Mirror is because the nature of the mirror is about reflection, and so is the mind.
Don't miss my up-and-close interview with Raamayan, plus some very special highlights.
They formed an impression about who Michael Jackson was that was so out of line and so out of touch with who he really actually was inside.
And on Spotlight, an awesome performance by Manila's best band, Hotdog, that you've never seen before on Simply the Best. All these beautiful inspirations starts right now.
Though you never knew you were mine.
Right? Has anyone else seen Moonwalker? Yeah, of course. You've seen it 1,000 times. My mom. And I just watched it on repeat again and again and again and again and again, and I couldn't get enough of it.
All of us have different dreams, different passions. Raamayan has dedicated his life, has so much love and heart in his book. He made his dream come true in Man Behind the Mirror by sending Michael Jackson's powerful message to the world. I remember growing up in Manila, listening to the music of Michael Jackson. I was mesmerized with his live performances and music videos. Millions of people from all walks of life love and adored the king of pop through the years. And the world sadly mourned the loss of a true music legend. If you haven't fallen in love with Michael Jackson, then Raamayan might be able to convince you to. Please watch. Michael Jackson, Man Behind the Mirror. Raamayan, how are you?
I'm doing so good. Thank you for being here.
Oh, it's nice to be here. I can see the whole outfit, the whole concept. Wow, this is your book.
My book.
How long did it take you to write this book?
It's been a 5-year journey. And ever since Michael Jackson died on this day, today, June 25th, 5 years ago. It's his 5th year death anniversary. And the day he died, I was in such mourning and such grief, and I had a deep connection with his spirit. And I knew that there was a message that was waiting to be told that wasn't being spoken. And I made a promise to his spirit that I would undergo this journey to write about it. So for the last 5 years, I've been gathering information and diving deep into his journey of who he really was. And I wrote this book.
So are you saying that this book is more spiritual than ever?
I would definitely say spiritual. And the reason why is because Michael Jackson had the ability to impact billions of people worldwide. Cross culture, cross nations, all across the world, he impacted people's hearts, irrespective of nation, of race, of language. He connected at a deep level with each human being. And he uplifted people. He made people feel love and connection and joy and happiness and belonging. And all of those are indications of someone who has a spiritual message to spread. Now, we tend to think of spiritual as someone wearing priestly robes or sitting in the top of a Himalayan mountain, but anybody that connects you deeper to your heart, that lets you express, has some spiritual element. So we discover how Michael Jackson was the most popular star in the world and why.
So this is not about his songs. It's not about his music now, because we all know how important his songs are to a lot of people and touch the lives of a lot of people, and the message, most importantly. So what is Okay, let me ask you right now, what is in the music of Michael Jackson? Of course, I know it's the music first, right? That attracted you before the spiritual side of Michael Jackson. So, what attracted you first? What is in his music that attracted you?
You know, what they used to say about Michael Jackson was that he was 8 going on 50, meaning that at the age of 8 years old, he could express the same emotions as a 30 or 40-year-old when he sang Ain't No Sunshine When You're Gone, or he would sing with the same emotional sophistication of someone that age. And throughout his life, his ability to be an empath, to be able to connect at a deep emotional level through his music. Whatever he would sing, he would completely embody it. And that connected me. You know, when I was young, I connected with the innocence of Michael. And when I was in my teenage years, I connected with his rawness, Dirty Diana, the way you make me feel, his sexual expression. And as I got older, I started to connect with the deeper meaning and significance of his work. Man Behind the Mirror, and Heal the World, and Earth Song, and what he was really doing and the message that he was really standing for. So throughout his life, he conveyed a lot of emotion and truth in his music that allowed me to just be connected.
So, what is the number one song that really influenced your life?
Ooh, a lot of them did. It's hard to have a number one. I'd say the top 3
Okay, top 3.
were Man in the Mirror.
Yes, I love that song.
Man in the Mirror, when he sang it, used to make me cry really deeply, even at a young age, where I feel so connected. Earth Song. I remember when he sang Earth Song and what he sang about the earth. It was the first time I really awoke to the earth as a living being, not just a piece of rock or not just whatever we think of the earth as, but as a being. Really, really connected me and millions of other people to the earth. And I really loved Smooth Criminal, actually. When I saw the music video of Moonwalker, and I saw him do the Smooth Criminal dance, I just wanted to become a dancer from that point on in my life. I knew that I just wanted to dance and sing and be just like him.
Okay. So, did you become a dancer?
I have been. I've been dancing since a young age. I've choreographed many music videos online. My production company is called The Truth Is Media Alliance. I've choreographed Michael Jackson dances and been part of large choreographies. And so, yeah, I've become a dancer.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I really would like to see you moonwalking. Do the moonwalk.
Well, you may just get that chance.
You just don't know how many hours I spent just to do that.
You and me too.
In heels. But my daughter said, "No, Mom, no, quit it now, quit it."
I'm sure many of the viewers will probably resonate with that.
Yeah, I know. We'll be back after this. Don't go away. I know. Wow, this is amazing. The title itself, Man Behind the Mirror. What is the message that you would like to give to the fans of Michael Jackson?
The reason this book is called Man Behind the Mirror is because the nature of the mirror is about reflection, and so is the mind. Most people understood Michael Jackson from their heart, and then when they saw the media and all the impressions and accusations and tabloids, they formed an impression about who Michael Jackson was that was so out of line and so out of touch with who he really actually was inside. And his fans and millions of his fans worldwide knew who he was in their heart. They could feel and tap in and connect with the innocence and purity of his being. And they knew he was innocent. At the age of 6 years old when he was accused, I knew he was innocent. And so I drove deeper and really looked at who he was beyond the surface. And I think many of the fans will have an opportunity to see who the real Michael Jackson is from his own words, from his own poetry, from his own music. And that's what I'm excited to share.
So talking about his innocence,
What did you feel that time when the whole world was turning their backs on your idol?
You know, I felt my own inner child being hurt. When I felt Michael, I felt like he was a mirror for my own inner child on stage. And that everything he was going through, I was really going through. And how many children in this world suffer, suffer molestation, suffer abuse. Michael dedicated his entire life to serving children. And people don't talk about that. He gave over $400 million to children's charities. Every single time he would go on tour, he would visit children's hospitals. Nobody knew. He didn't care if anybody knew. He would do it out of the love of his heart. He built Neverland so that he could take children with burn victims and cancer and terminal illnesses to Neverland and have them experience a taste of joy and connection before they died. I mean, his life was to serve the children. All his poetry and his music was about children. And they did the one thing to him that would have brought him down harder than an assassination, harder than a bullet, which is accuse him of the one thing that he actually stood for. And now it's coming out that, in a second case, the accusers were a psychopathic parents who'd accused multiple celebrities before. And the father of the first victim child committed suicide right after Michael Jackson died. And all these crazy things have happened in the wake of his death, showing that he was in fact actually innocent of these charges. And now we have to reflect as a society on why would we all believe something so strongly even though he was guilty before proven innocent. And so that's what I want to share with the fans. And this book is really going to speak about that. And people will get to judge for themselves after reading this book.
That's amazing. That's really amazing. We can cut there, That's powerful. That's powerful. So I'm going to have my last question to you so you can attend to your guests. Actually, this is going to be a little bit, not really. I already asked you about his innocence, right? Raamayan, if Michael Jackson is alive right now, what is the most important message that you want to tell him?
If Michael Jackson was alive right now, the only thing I could really tell him was how much he's loved. How much he's loved and so deeply loved. And that the innocence that he was looking for in children, the innocence in children that brought him the inspiration for his music, was actually the innocence of self-realization. All spiritual teachings, all Indian teachings, Buddhist teachings, point towards the realization of the self and the maturation of the self and the self-awakening and the self-awareness and knowledge. And even Jesus said to become into the kingdom of God, you need to become innocent like a child. But that doesn't mean you look for it in children. That means you understand the nature of your own purity of your heart and your mind and become innocent to the world. And don't let anything and anyone ever bring you down or tear you down because you know who you are. And deeply, deeply love yourself and deeply, deeply accept yourself. And your light will be undimmable and unbreakable, and you truly will be invincible.
Michael Jackson, Man Behind the Mirror. Good luck. Good luck.
for you. 'Cause I'm dying to tell you that I'm crazy over you. I'm dying to tell you that I love you. I love you, Vancouver.
Here's an awesome performance by Manila's Best, Hotdog Band.
Still a chance, even when there's no one sitting there. Oh, a chair is not a house, and a house is not a home when there's no one there to hold you tight and no one there. You can
just for two, though you never knew you were my reason. I've gone much too far from too far away for you to say come back some other day. Over dreams I have picked out a perfect come true. Though you never knew it was of you I've been dreaming. The Sandman has come from too far away for you to say come back some other day. And though you don't believe that they do come true. For did my dreams come true when I look at you? Maybe true if you would believe, you too might be overjoyed over love, over me. If only I say you probably what do they know? For in romance, all true love needs is a chance, and maybe with a chance you will find you do like I overjoyed over love,
Watch the Luisa Marshall Band at Lulu's Lounge, River Rock Casino, Friday, February 13th and Saturday, February 14th. Showtime at 9 p.m. No cover charge.
She's hot.
Thanks to Raamayan, Kyle Toys, Julie Salisbury, Influence Publishing, Hotdog Band. Thanks for watching. Please don't drink and drive, don't text and drive, always be kind. Let's stop cyberbullying right now. Join us again next week. Mwah.